Okay everyone, I thought I would do another example of if functions here. And the reason I want to talk about that is because you may have a situation where you want to place a value based on one condition or more conditions, multiple conditions. And that may cause you to use multiple if statements. They might be nested within each other. Like for example, let's take this situation down here below. We have these drivers and their speed in miles per hour and their blood alcohol level. Let's say we want to have some display in their car which tells them whether or not they should be driving. Now let's say if they have any alcohol in their blood at all, we want to display this message: it is unsafe for you to be operating a vehicle. Otherwise, if it's 0, we simply test if they're speeding or not. If they're going above 60 miles an hour, they get a message, you're going too fast. Otherwise, if they're going 60 or less, then it'll say your velocity is within acceptable parameters. So how are we going to write that if statement? Well, remember the first condition was if their blood alcohol level is anything larger than 0, this is the message they get. So we'll have an if statement here that says if C17 is greater than 0 and C17 is driver number 1's blood alcohol level, if that's greater than 0, we display A29. And what's in A29? This message: it is unsafe for you to be operating a vehicle. Okay, but what if it fails the test? C17 is equal to 0. Then we go to this region where it's value if false, which is itself an if function. This is an if function inside another if function. So if their blood alcohol level is 0, we still want to test whether they're speeding or not. Okay? So we get that by looking at cell B17. B17 is their speed. If B17 is greater than 60, then display what? A30. You are going too fast. Otherwise, display A31. Your velocity is within acceptable parameters. Okay? So do you get it? This is an if statement that's with, an if function that's within another if function. If their blood alcohol level is greater than 0, display you're drunk, okay, or that message, whatever it was, unsafe for you to be operating a vehicle. Otherwise, if their blood alcohol level is 0, then we still have another test to perform. Are they speeding or not? If they are, display one message. If they're not, display another. Okay? So that's how this if statement will work. An if function within another if function. And here, as you can see, I can drag this first one down just like I do with the others. And because they're relative references, the row numbers will change as I pull them down on the fill handle. And the functions update just the way they should. Okay, pretty sweet, huh? Alright. I think maybe I'll do one more example with the if functions, and then we'll move on to something else. Okay. Thank you very much.